manner, but at the end of the day, you also create jobs for others. So that is a very important segment that unfortunately is not really being given the kind of facilities or the kind of encouragement from the government side, but that's where I think you all must look into it. We do see a whole lot of IAS graduates now getting into that segment, and they start their own ventures. I think that's something very, very positive, and that's something very, very encouraging. All this is obviously the structured part. The other part of our overall life is that don't really just be satisfied with academic and career goals. Look for overall set goals which give you a successful life, balanced successful life, which is based on your interpersonal relationship, which is based on how you interact with people, and your own health, your own family, and take overall interest in developing your personality, not only limited to just having a degree, because that at best will give you an entry into a given organization, but will not ensure that you succeed from there onwards. Success will actually follow based on your merit and how you develop yourself. So this is what I wanted to tell you all about. Now I'm open to any queries, questions related to whatever your agenda is.
You can ask anything, whether it is industry related, telecom related, or service.
For company and what is required in candidate.
Yeah, telecom actually offers you entry levels in various areas. One is of course the typical sales and marketing. Then the second is service related, which is customer service related. And if you are a technical graduate, obviously the technical stream. These are entry level streams where entry is right from the front line and at various levels depending on your experience and your qualification. So you have enough opportunities in telecom, but unfortunately what has happened is that in the last 3 or 4 years, because of the recession, a whole lot of these operators have really not taken fresh graduates or fresh management graduates as part of their training programs, which used to happen earlier, that we used to take people as trainees, or management trainees, or summer trainees. Unfortunately, that's not happening right now because of the industry grappling with a whole lot of regulatory related issues.
But as guidelines, as they're providing the communication skill and the personality development classes, if they can be enhanced a bit more, then I think the students who have come from the small villages or the towns, so it is very difficult for them to enter into a telecom sector directly after completing their post-graduation or graduation. So what are your comments upon that particular topic?
You can be little more specific. What kind of communication skills? When you say that people coming from a smaller town, actually in that there is a language barrier, English and Hindi, or whatever.
It is getting into specific. I want to say that some people are there who just cannot communicate openly with a fluency in English. There is a basic problem of fluency in English, and today there is a scenario where every person wants to convey his or her message fluently in English.
No, it's not like that. If you see what is happening, especially in the service sector, which has a very wide footprint in terms of the employment opportunity. I mean, you see telecom all over it's happening, whether it is upcountry or whether rural, hinterland, or the cities. Similarly, retail is also spreading deeper into the upcountry, or hospitality for that matter. Now at least you also have corporate brand level hotels coming into smaller towns. Smaller in the sense, relatively smaller. Maybe not very small, but at least towns where earlier they never used to venture. Even
of a B school for you for a while equipment process.
Yeah, that's a very good question. Brand name or a particular name does help you in getting an entry, but it can only get you an entry. Beyond that, it is your own merit, how you develop yourself as a professional, that will actually ensure success or failure.
So, but when I say that how we look at a particular brand, then that way we are fairly open. I mean, we say that there has to be a basic level of education, whether it is PG or graduate, and beyond that, we have our own selection process with which we evaluate a person in terms of his suitability, but not necessarily only limiting it to a particular background in terms of institute or university.
Business as well as this will give opportunity to us to explore the IT market as well, especially for the BTech students and us.
Yes, all right.
So the question, okay, why? So the question is, okay, why are you not launching Android and other things in your company MTS? It will expand your business as well as it will give us opportunity to work in your company.
So I'm sorry if we have failed that because of, you must be aware, the kind of telecom regulatory issues that has hampered the industry in terms of its regular business performance. So we have not really been pushing it very aggressively. But I think now we are almost at the end of it, and April onwards you will see that we will be back in business very aggressively. And smartphone remains a very core to us, besides data, and then followed by voice in that order.
Thanks a lot for inspiring students with this question answer round. So, I would now like to request Professor S.V. Singh, Senior Faculty, Institute of Management Research and Technology, to propose a vote of thanks.
Lot of things are discussed, lot of things have been said as far as the transformation of the students and candidates are concerned, because we believe in a kind of a skills, attitude and knowledge development. We as a mentor can develop academics, and corporates can provide us that kind of a platform so that we can have that kind of a, professional excellence also. I just don't want to say anything more. What I remember, one word of simple from a Jiddu Krishnamurti, if you all of remember, that is a word teacher, that conformity always leads to mediocrity. If you want to become a, excellence in your life, you should be a non-conformist. As Professor Devi Singh has also said, innovation is the key to all of your success. And we believe, because with the changing times, we have to change ourselves. And that has been discussed a lot from the first session and in second session also. So my thanks to all of you, the dignitaries here, and on behalf of IMRT and all the students that I see. Thank you sir very much.
As a token of gratitude, we would like to present a memento to Mr. Arvind Kumar sir, and I would like to request Mr. Ashok Thal, Managing. So now coming back to the word of inspiration and knowledge, my next big question which arises into my mind is that what these schools are actually offering and what the candidates require to be into the corporate world. Is that limitations okay? Are we meeting that particular level of knowledge or not? What is lacking in us? Today, every aspirant sitting here must be having this question into his mind. And so, to further elaborate upon this particular topic, I would like to now welcome from Prerna Ricard.
Any special, I'm one of you. So, I would just share to the maximum part of the industry or the scenario of the economics of Indian dynamics. Mr. Arvind has already clarified on things, that what is the reality. I would like to just share the experience and some clarity onto the job. All of you here, or some of your aim to fulfill. Can I know somebody saying it what exactly he's come for? Can anybody answer this? What is his wish to come here? What is it exactly expecting from this institute or this college? Business in what exactly is business?
how it functions.
Okay. Anybody else? Everybody here is to start our business or a job basically to earn money. If I'm not wrong, that is the only intention we are here, to take our career, our future safe. Basically today's scenario where the job is most important or any income is important, we should be clear on saying what exactly we are aiming for, what is our aim, what is our dream. If we know what exactly we are requiring, what is our skills and what we are here for, will help us in understanding or getting our dreams true. As my experience of 18 years in sales, the positive attitude or knowing our skills will be the best way to understand or to take your career ahead. We have different fields in sales or marketing or HR wherein everybody is interested. Like there was one question like the communication, the people coming from a smaller town, how do they communicate, there is nothing called a small town or bigger town. It is basically how you take yourself. You have to basically just experience and don't feel shy or don't say that you cannot communicate in English or you cannot communicate in Hindi. As Arvind sir rightly said that your local language or local communication skills is most important for you to communicate. So I also feel the same. Basically, there is nobody that is weak in any communication. You should be strong enough, you should be ready to learn. And having a positive attitude will be the right way to take your career path forward. Seen lots of people who coming from a different backgrounds are highly qualified but getting into sales of any FMCG brand because they understood, they learned engineering, but they are not interested for that, but they are interested more for a particular field and they choose that. So I think understanding the right way we come here or we start educating that our parents need this. Our parents want you to be engineer, doctor or MBA or commerce or whatever it is. That's right, but understanding your own interest, your own expertise will help you in getting the right kind of a job or earn you better. So first understand what is your skill, polish that skill and take it forward. Your interaction to your teachers or to the group which you have should be very, very good, or you should be always discussing with some senior people or some person who's got an experience in a particular field. I think that will help you in getting more jobs or more specific ways you do it. I think that's the only thing which I have. I don't have any other words, but any questions? Please ask.
For sir, I would like him to explain about something about the company because sitting many of you doesn't know from which company he is basically.
Anybody heard of Pernod Ricard?
ऐसे नहीं समझ में आएगा नहीं सर
No, I'll tell another name. When I say another name, I think everybody will be very happy to know.
Because the time you will get the name, they start standing.
Has anybody heard?